NartOutHere showing G2's ancient A-site wrap execute. At the start, Nexa and AmaNEk throw mid smokes and flashes to allow JACKZ to get out fast mid. JACKZ gets mid control and waits Xbox. Towards B, NiKo and Hunter show presence by mollying and flashing ramp, as well as smoking out Gambit's lane molly. Afterwards, NiKo and Hunter get cheetah control with a molly and flash. Cheetah control on Ancient seems to be the equivalent of getting Dust 2 short A control. This will keep the CTs honest. Then Hunter groups up mid with AmaNEk and JACKZ, where they'll make their way into red. NiKo from mid will smoke the doorway that blocks off vision from Speedway to allow his teammates to push into CT without being spotted Backhalls. Hunter stays CT spawn to watch a smoke push through, while JACKZ and AmaNEk push into Temple. While this was happening, Nexa and NiKo will pinch through A main with Nexa flashing Shiro inside A main pushing him back. JACKZ from Temple kills Shiro from behind and also kills Exile Triple, opening up the A site. AmaNEk plants the bomb and Gambit saves in a 3v5 after plant. This strat is unique because of the way G2 wrapped to A using NiKo's smoke to block off the Speedway, allowing the split and wrap from CT to A. This was the first time this type of strat was pulled off in a tier 1 official on Ancient. One thing that I don't like are the smokes G2 are throwing mid because this opens up for Shiro to get picks had he been at red at the start. G2 didn't smoke off red and there's a high chance that Shiro gets the opening pick onto JACKZ crossing Xbox had he been there. This clip is from a different round where Shiro starts off towards red at the start. Just to reiterate my point, I wanted to show it. Also, the way G2 are pushing up to Cubby and red without throwing any nades donut is very dangerous because with an opera like Shiro on the other side, we see here in a different round, Shiro is donut and he punishes G2 for not smoking or flashing him before advancing to red. One suggestion would be to take mid control mid-round by smoking donut, red, and mollying Cubby, and then from there you can work your way up to red and wrap A with the NiKo smoke. Let's go into the players' POVs. JACKZ is G2's entry and he will rush out elbow to mid. He underhands a smoke as he is coming out to put out a molly had Gambit through one, but Nexa's smoke would have put out that shorter molly. JACKZ will swing out to Xbox where he knows Hobbit's house since he heard the smoke spam. He dodges the flash and peeks red where he does a lot of damage to Hobbit falling back. JACKZ will push up into Cubby, slowly clearing his angles towards Donut. You saw how dangerous this can be. Had Shiro been inside Donut, JACKZ would have been dead. He will wait for his teammates to group up with him before advancing into red. When JACKZ gets into red, he peeks CT and waits for the Backhall smoke. NiKo throws a smoke and JACKZ will push into CT and he rushes up Temple where he catches Shiro from behind and then spots Exile behind Triple and kills him. JACKZ then pushes to take control of Donut. I'm gonna skip the rest of the round here because Gambit chooses to save. AmaNEk has bomb and at the start throws a smoke that denies the CT's vision mid to allow JACKZ more room to work with coming out mid. To throw their smoke, he positions top and to the right of this bridge wall, aims at the middle stone, then jump throw. Afterwards, he sets up for mid flashes, aiming to the left of this leaf and jump throw. He throws him at 150 and that's perfect timing as JACKZ is coming out mid. Afterwards, AmaNEk goes elbow to mid where he waits for Hunter to get onto the ledge before advancing. AmaNEk pushes into red and he waits for NiKo's smoke back hall before advancing into CT. He and JACKZ will push into Temple to A. AmaNEk follows JACKZ who gets both kills and opens up the site, and AmaNEk plants at this corner, and after plant he goes Temple towards CT to have a bait and switch with Hunter. Hunter goes towards B with NiKo to show some B presence where he mollies top ramp, then he goes towards lane and he smokes out Gambit's molly. He waits wood and then he flashes ramp for NiKo to peek. However, NiKo decides to not fully peek off the flash. Hunter will wait for NiKo to group up to get cheetah control. Hunter flashes for NiKo and then pushes to ledge watching Donut as he advances. Hunter, AmaNEk, and JACKZ make their way into red and they hold. Once NiKo's back hall smokes blooms, Hunter rolls to push into CT and hold for the smoke push through. Hobbit decides not to go through a smoke and saves. Now, had his teammates had a hard time getting onto site or lost a lot of players, then Hunter will make his way to site to help out. NiKo is the other B player, and he starts towards B where he flashes ramp and gets behind the box. I'm not sure if he asked for the flash ramp, but he peeks half of the ramp when he gets a flash. He definitely could have got the kill there onto Nafany who was blind. Then he goes up lane and he mollies Cheetah towards the cave entrance, and he pushes in after Hunter flashes. Afterwards, NiKo will go to mid where he will throw the split smoke. He positions with this part of the wall, aims at the gap here, and jump throw. He will throw the smoke when his teammates are inside red and they're ready to split. After smoking, NiKo will make his way back to A main, where he comes out and helps clear and pinch site. After playing, he holds A main flank. Nexa throws a smoke from spawn that puts out the close molly had Gambit through one that will allow JACKZ to entry out without having to worry about smoking it on his own. Gambit instead will throw the one that's far. This smoke is spawn dependent, and he needs to have this spawn here to throw the smoke. Nexa will aim at this part of the yellow leaf, and he will jump throw. Afterwards, Nexa does a little spam towards mid, and he goes to outside A main. Nexa is holding for the push. When the split is happening, Nexa flashes left side main, which blinds Shiro, pushing him back. Then Nexa flashes coming out A main, and pushes out, pinching and clearing sight. After plant, Nexa will pick up Shiro's op and holds connector from temple. I want to show you the purpose behind Nexa's smoke. So here in a different round, Nexa throws the same smoke, he hit the same spawn, and it puts out Gambit's close molly. What went wrong with Gambit? Hobbit, the mid player, gives up mid early on, and he takes a lot of damage from JACKZ falling back. He will rotate towards B, and he will spot the mid flank from Backhalls. However, NiKo's smoke denies him vision. He tries to counter smoke, but G2 don't respect it. Hobbit was thinking about going through the smoke, however he decides not to. G2 are able to get into CT without being contested. Shiro, who was inside main, gets flashed off the angle, and he falls back. However, there must have been some miscommunication among Gambit, which Shiro still focuses on A main and gets killed from behind from JACKZ temple. Axel, watching Donut, gets info that G2 is wrapping the A, so he smokes CT, and he gets behind triple to where he doesn't spot JACKZ temple, who has a high ground, and he's able to spot Axel's head and kills him. In a later round, G2 will attempt to try the same strat, however this time around, Gambit have made some adjustments and are more equipped to stop it. Nafri from B is going to spray through the smoke from Speedway and gets 1 kill, while Hobbit will hold an off angle in CT and gets 2 kills. Axel over in A main finds good timing and gets the last 2 kills. To wrap up, G2 wrap A through red to CT with the use of NiKo's Speedway smoke from mid, denying vision over towards Backhalls to allow his teammates to get into CT to pinch the A. They hit the A bomb site from A main and temple. Like I said earlier, my suggestion is to work on mid control for G2, as an opera holding towards red or donut can easily shut down G2's fast mid control, as shown earlier, had they not smoked off either or. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Till next time, NartOutHere, peace.